Chat. Chat. He can have that chain, bro.
Blueface blew her back out, chat. Blueface definitely pulled up. He dropped off the beef stick, you know what I'm saying? And it got her crying tears of joy, chat. That's just what it is, man. I told y'all, bro, Chrisean Rock was putting on the front, bro. Like, I'm still proud of her for, you know, becoming Christian, you know, giving her life to God. She's doing her boxing career thing, which I think is dope, right? But the reality of the situation is, bro, is this woman is obviously still in love with Blueface, right? Blueface got a baby on the way from Nevaeh. You know what I'm saying? He allegedly got a baby on the way from another woman. You know what I'm saying? Blueface been doing this thing, bruh. But Chrisean Rock, you know, she keeps talking about Blueface. She ended up pulling up to a yacht that he was on. It was a yacht or a boat. Blueface was in the corner minding his business. Chrisean Rock pulled up and made it a priority to walk up to Blueface, and she questioned why he's not claiming his alleged son, right? Chrisean Rock Jr., excuse me. That was a mistake, right? Even though the baby does look like Charles Barkley. Shout out to the NBA legend, right? And Blueface immediately started flirting with Chrisean, right? Called her beautiful, said he liked her outfit, right? Asked for a 360, then Chrisean asked him for a 360. Blueface got up and started crip walking in a circle, you feel me, on Schoolyard Crip, you feel me? Scoop! And then, Chrisean Rock instantly started blushing, right? Like she got turned on, you feel me? And then she went home and made it seem like she just started bashing Blueface, saying that, you know, he's not a good father and she doesn't like how he talks to women. And then she said that Nevaeh should leave Blueface. But we found out from Blueface that he actually smashed. So all of this was just like, we found out from Blueface that Chrisean Rock wants Blueface to leave Nevaeh and come back to her because they're a power couple. And I agree. I do think Blueface and Chrisean Rock is the modern day Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. I do think that's a fact. But Chrisean, you can't be coming on the internet talking all this shit about Blueface, making it seem like he's the devil, and you end up getting smashed by him. So at this point, Chrisean, pack your bags and go back to the circus, right? Like, it's just you and Nevaeh right now, right? You don't got to worry about Jaden no more, right? Blueface and Jada's done. Once Blueface seen that video with Jaden that got leaked, him and Jaden is done, right? But it'll just be you and Nevaeh, you know, when y'all could be one big happy family, man.
Chat. I'm just happy I have people calling to check up. Because I got a good heart and like
Hey, chat, y'all think Blueface wore rubber? Based off of the fact that she's crying, bruh, and all she can say is chat, Blueface hit it raw, chat. Let's be honest, chat. Blueface hit it raw. He probably shot the club up, you know what I'm saying? And we may find out in a couple months that Chrisean Rock is pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do think Chrisean Rock will do the right thing this time around if she has another baby by Blueface, because I think she's learned her lesson, right? She's gotten a lot of criticism over her, drinking and doing things that she wasn't supposed to be doing the last time she was pregnant, right? Shout out to Junior. I hope he's okay. But the reality of the situation is, bruh, is all of these women that's involved with Blueface, right? You can't feel too bad for them, right? Like why should I feel bad for Chrisean Rock because she's crying when it's like you willingly went back to the man and slept with him? You pulled up to the yacht. You walked up to him, right? Then it's like you played it off like you didn't want him, right? You start flirting with this other dude and Blueface ended up leaving. And the same night you let Blueface smash. So it's like, what are we doing, chat? You know what I'm saying? Like Chrisean, you did all of this. You became a gospel singer, Christian. You always talking about Jesus, right? You even calling your son baby Jesus, which I think is a little weird. I think that's a little weird, right? You've separated yourself from Blueface, and you literally were criticizing everything he got going on. You were talking about how Nevaeh shouldn't be with Blueface and how she shouldn't tolerate him disrespecting her in front of her son, right? But it's like, you went right back to the nigga. So it's like, you was just capping the whole time. And a lot of people forget, right? When Blueface got out of prison, Chrisean Rock was like remember when he did that first stream with DDG? Chrisean Rock was the first one to pull up. It was Chrisean and then Nevaeh. You know what I'm saying? And Blueface was the one that said he didn't want to date Jaden or Chrisean because, Chrisean was messing with a blood gang member, some dude named Bino, right? She was messing with him while he was locked up. Blueface is a Crip, so that's a conflict of interest, right? And Jay and Alexis was basically sleeping with her manager while Blueface was locked up. So when Blueface came out, he said, fuck both of them. And that's why he's with King Harris, a.k.a. Nevaeh. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you're Nevaeh, right? Bro, Nevaeh actually is okay with, Nevaeh is literally pregnant with Blueface's child, right? He literally lied to her face and said he wasn't going to cheat on her anymore. And then less than a week later, he pulls up to a boat, right? And sleeps with Chrisean Rock. And he told her to her face that he slept with Chrisean Rock. And he apologized. And she's like, why are you apologizing? You wanted to do it. So, bro, these women, bro, this is what they like, bro. They like all of this chaos and all of this drama. So everybody that be feeling bad for these women, don't feel bad for them. This is what they like. The only person I feel bad for is the kids, bro. I feel bad for Nevaeh's son. That he has to watch his mom, right, date a man that's cheating on her, cursing her out, talking to her like she ain't shit. You feel me? I feel bad for Chrisean Rock Jr. because of his situation and all that. He may have another brother on the way if Chrisean Rock ends up getting pregnant. And I feel bad for Blueface's, son and daughter, man. Y'all see how bad Pinkface is, bro. Journey, aka Pinkface, chat, she's basically a member of the Schoolyard Crips, bro. Blueface basically already got her into the Schoolyard Crips, bro. I done seen her smack her mom, Jaden. I done seen her curse out Jaden, smack Blueface, curse out. The only person that checks her and disciplines her is her grandma, which is Blueface's mom, Miss Carlisa, bruh. Miss Carlisa don't play that disrespect shit. Miss Carlisa spank her and put her in check. But, I mean, damn, Blueface's son is well behaved, though. Shout out to Blueface's son. He's well behaved. He seems like he's on the right path. But this whole situation, it's just one big circus, bruh. And I'm not gonna lie, chat, I hate to say this, but Chrisean, it is time for you to rejoin the Blueface circus. We need it, right? You and Blueface are must-see TV. Y'all are a power couple. The only difference is if you go back to the circus, you will no longer be the main chick. You are going to be the side chick, okay? King Harris, aka Nevaeh, she has taken your place as the main chick. You are going to be a side chick, right? So Blueface is going to be streaming with Nevaeh most of the time, right? He may stream with you maybe 2 to 3 days out the week, right? But you'll get paid. You will get a monthly allowance. You'll probably get pregnant again. And you will have to deal with the fact that Blueface is going to continue sleeping with Nevaeh. multiple other women, and possibly Jaden, okay? So, you know, I'm happy you turned your life to God, but, you know, obviously you did all of that for nothing because, you know, you went right back to the man that you have tattooed on your face. Like chat, this woman was getting she has Blueface's face tattooed on her fucking cheek, chat. She was getting the laser removal, crying, Jesus, just to go back with the nigga and sleep with him. You did all of that. So, prayers up for Chrisean, man. Shout out to Blueface, man. Blueface, bro, you a legend, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Blueface is like the hood version of Hugh Hefner, bro. Like, if Hugh Hefner was from the projects and he was a gang member, it'll be Blueface, man. Blueface is on a legendary run, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's your boy Days. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, click that hype button for your boy. I'm out.